everybody, and welcome to Let's Play Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends on the Game Boy Advance. I used to play this game like all the time. It was like one of my favorites. House of Blues. Meet Blue Guard Q Kazoo. Blue was Mac's best friend. Blue was also Mac's imaginary friend, and Mac's mom had decided that it was finally time for Mac to grow up and let go of his imaginary friend. Blue was stunned. He couldn't believe Mac had to get rid of him. His head was spinning, looking for a way out, and spinning around the channels that night, Blue found it. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Hundreds of imaginary friends lived there. It was perfect, only one small problem. If Mac left Blue at the house, Blue would be put up for adoption along with all the other abandoned imaginary friends. This meant that anyone could take Blue from Mac. Mac and Blue had to find a way to convince the folks at Foster's to let Blue stay. Hi guys, welcome to Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I bet you're here for a tour. Well, let me just start by saying that friends at Foster's are super helpful and super friendly. Not all of them. So if you need something, just ask. But to do that, you'll need to know how to talk. All you have to do is press up on the control pad in front of a person you want to talk to. Try it. Talk to me. Alrighty then. Blah, blah, blah. This is all just tutorial stuff. So yeah, I'm not allowed to jump on the table. And these are tickets. If you collect them, you can unlock games at the Game Hive, which for anybody who watches the cartoon would know that's the arcade that Mac and Blue hang out at sometimes. Not all the time. You may notice that the game audio is muted. Well, that's because I have no idea how to turn it down without it being extremely loud. So, yeah. You're not missing much with the soundtrack either. The sound effects aren't that great to begin with, and, it's just like, and the music is just the Foster's theme, like, repeated. So now we got Coco here throwing dishes down, and smashing them and everything. I don't remember that from the first episode at all. Like, at all. I don't remember Coco being an extreme psychomaniac. I mean, I remember her being a little bit cuckoo and stuff, but she was never full-on maniac. Thankfully, this game does follow the episodes quite well, except for that one little departure. And, here's Cheese, who was not in the first episode. In fact, he didn't appear till later in the series, so I don't know why he's here. But for the most part, this follows the show pretty well. Except for this also, but because here we're trying to get items for Duchess, and you know who Duchess is, the annoying one, who's like thinks she's perfect when really she's like the worst imaginary friend in the history of ever. I hate her, and you should too. And you may notice that when we go to like a different room, sometimes we'll turn from Mac to Blue like I just did. Well, I still haven't figured out how that fully works yet. I think it's like completely random. And there's like some areas in this house that only certain characters can reach. Like, Mac can only like duck like that, whereas Blue can roll into a ball and actually like move around as that ball, but Mac can't do that. So Blue can like reach specific areas that Mac can't, which is interesting. I kind of like that. So there was one problem I have with the game, is that it's all just like a big fetch quest. You always have to like collect something in every level, like a certain amount of something. Like here we're just collecting stuff for Duchess. Later on we'll be collecting like car parts, dogs, and just like statue pieces. So it's nothing too exciting, but it's not horrible. In fact, I loved this game when it came out. And this is where we first met Will in the game anyways, but not in the actual show. I wouldn't say this level does an amazing job of recreating the first episode. but there's only so much you can do with making Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends a video game. Here's what I don't understand here. This is the box that the dogs came in that episode, Who Let the Dogs In. I love that episode. It's like one of my favorites. So I don't know why that's here in the very first episode. I just don't get it. And there's some tickets I have no idea how you reach. Oh yeah, and Blue has a weapon, which is like paper balls that he throws, where Mac does not have a weapon yet. That's after the first boss. So apparently we gave Duchess all the wrong things, and now she's throwing them at us. And apparently she has like a bajillion of everything, because she never stops throwing stuff. I don't know. So we had to get the brush, give it to Frankie, and we win. And then this is where Blue meets Madam Foster for the first time in the game, but that's not how it went in the show. Now this one's dinner is served, and if you guys saw this episode, you know how it goes. Mac and Blue were on top of the roof, so Blue could show Mac the corner of his apartment, which is not that cool. But it's dinner time, and they have to get down there so everybody else can eat. But they kind of don't know their way because the house is so insane and confusing to navigate. And I can say that with honesty because have you guys ever played Big Fat Awesome House Party when it was still around? That house was really confusing to navigate. I don't want to say it was a pain because there were a lot of cool stuff, but it was a pain to navigate. Cool nonetheless, though. I love Big Fat Awesome House Party. Or I should say loved, because for some reason Cartoon Network had an idiot attack and decided to take it off because the show was on its last 5 episodes. That was like one of my saddest days of my life. Seeing that picture when I went to log in, it said, unfortunately, all parties must come to an end. That was like so sad. And that was 5 years ago, and I'm still upset about it. Let's let Cartoon Network. You guys suck. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. They have to get downstairs, but they get lost along the way, and all sorts of crazy things happen. It's a great episode. And I don't think we want to go there just yet. But while the episode might be great, this level, I swear to God, this is like the worst level in the game. Because you gotta make it all the way downstairs without getting caught by a single person. Otherwise, I think Blue eats them. Though Mac just like yells Blue's name, and Blue says, "But I'm so hungry." So I'm just gonna assume he kills them. And this is Charlie, the chicken leg. So here's what we have to do. We have to hide behind these things by pressing up in front of them. And we have to avoid all the imaginary friends. And this level is an absolute pain if you don't know the pattern of the friends. And I still don't. It took me forever to learn it. And the worst part about this level is when you're going down the stairs because you never know if a friend's going to be there or not. So it's like completely random. Sometimes if you're like really lucky, you'll make it by. And there's no checkpoints to this, by the way. And whatever you do, don't go in a door, because they just take you back to the beginning of the thing. I have to like really focus on this, but I have to end the episode soon. Let's see. Memorize this guy's pattern. Ah. Nope, stay away from me, Jackie. Oh my God. Eh. Oh my god. Oh my god, we did it first try. Holy crap, I've never gotten that on my first try at all. But unfortunately it doesn't end here because there's more friends to sneak by. So we'll do that next episode. I gotta end it here. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want more Fosters. I'm just taking a little break from Minecraft and stuff. So if you want more Fosters, let me know. If you want me to play other games, leave suggestions for those in the comments below. I'm Chance from Hopper vs. Gaming, and I'll see you guys later.